Hi, fragrance friends. Welcome to the Nose Nose. It's Daniel.
And Dan.
So this this video comes directly from a request from one of my subscribers. Allison Wang commented, "Comparison video, please, of Café Rose and Noir de Noir by Tom Ford." And she said, "By the way Dan looks at you is so gentle, so cute. Two lovebirds." Aw, thanks, Allison Wang. So we're going to talk about these two scents, and what's interesting about them is that they both have really similar notes. Café Rose, it's a chypre fragrance. The top notes are saffron, black pepper made rose. Middle notes are Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, lots of rose, and coffee. And the base notes are incense, amber, sandalwood, and patchouli. So take that and let's talk about Noir de Noir, the notes. So Noir de Noir is also a chypre accord. It has black truffle, vanilla, patchouli, oud wood, tree moss, and rose, as well as tubers. So they have a lot of rose, the patchouli. They both are Tom Ford scents, but they really are quite different. So the Noir de Noir is a lot softer and more mellow. It's really earthy. Or the Café Rose, it's like they isolated the rose notes and like put them on steroids, and it's like so intense and aggressive. Want to spray your Café Rose on your hand, and I'll do this one on mine, and we can like kind of smell the two. Just gonna spray this on the hand. I like get a whiff of that Café Rose. It's bright. How do you describe them? How do you describe them, Dan?
The Cafe Rose, I think there's something more vibrant about it. It's like
intense. It's like striking. It's very direct.
It's like tangier. It's kind of like
Yeah.
invigorating. The Noir de Noir smells like deeper and richer. It smells like luxurious and
It's like earthier, I think.
yeah.
It smells like moist or something. I used the word dank, and when I reviewed it, it's sort of that like wet.
Dank.
And dank's normally like a bad thing, but this is not bad. It smells like moist. Like it reminds you of like earth in the forest, like after the rain, like earthy kind of. I mean, it doesn't smell like rain, but
Yeah, it's like
it smells like
if these two scents were the same tree, the Noir de Noir would be the trunk, and the Café Rose would be the blossoms.
Oh, that's good. And I know, like, because we wear these scents, so the dry downs too, like the Café Rose, it's like that really isolated rose scent kind of like stays with it the whole time. It does like smooth out, but like there's always that like intense bright rose, and the Noir de Noir gets like more relaxed and softer and mellow, I think, as it dries down even more. I'm definitely getting saffron and like the top notes, which goes away after a while for sure.
They're quite different.
They're really different, yeah. I mean, I think that this one stays true to like the Tom Ford aesthetic, because it was one of the original private blend scents, so it has that like animalistic quality. And this one, I remember it came out with 3 other scents that all had, I don't know if they were all this color, maybe different colors, but it was like a collection of florals. And I think this, or maybe one other stuck around, but a few got discontinued, this was the one that stuck around. So it was definitely like part of a separate like collection within the private blend that was released. And I think they all sort of had like similar characteristics. But yeah, it's not as animalistic as some of the earlier Tom Ford private blend scents. It doesn't have that like, I don't know, there was something really animal about some of the earlier ones. It's more like floral and piercing, and not so like intense, deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. Gruel.
So that's the comparison. They're 2 totally different scents. I would say if you were like thinking about one or the other, it just depends on how striking you want your scent to be. Like the Café Rose is really like bright and striking, and you only need 1 or 2 sprays. Like 2 sprays, you'll be smelling it for a while. Where like the Noir de Noir sinks in your skin. It's a lot more like, I think it stays closer to the skin. It has that more like animal seductive quality to it. They're both suitable for men or women. I think the Café Rose might be a little bit more feminine, or the Noir de Noir, I would say, is like It's pretty unisex. It's sort of like Black Orchid. Like it's really both sexes could wear it. So
I guess I could see the same person wearing either one of these scents, depending on the image you want to put across. If you're feeling more vivacious and upbeat, and I don't know, maybe for an occasion, maybe if it were like a lively party with lots of friends, the Cafe Rose would be suitable. Or if you were going to a more formal black tie event that's a little more stately, you might pick the Noir de Noir.
Yeah, why get just one?
Why
get just one if you love Tom Ford and you like Rose?
Yeah. Or they're a great pair. We could wear them together.
Yeah, and they don't conflict, because sometimes that can happen, you know, if you're a couple and you're like going out and you have two scents, sometimes they can kind of like butt heads a little bit.
Yeah, these ones, they're complementary, but
yeah,
they don't clash.
Yeah.
And they project different images.
Yeah, that's like the yin and the yang. It's like two totally different things, but it's really the same. Pretty much, not all the same notes, but very similar notes, but two different interpretations, which is cool too, to see how a perfumer can take like a rose and make it so different, which I think is always fascinating, because it's really like the same 100 notes that most perfumers use. There's a few like random ones sometimes they'll pull out, but really it's like the same notes that they use, but it's how they're taking the oils, what synthetics they're adding, if they're isolating molecules in a scent, you know, how the top notes work as it dries down. It's a cool little study in perfumery. I want to come full circle and give a shout out to one of my subscribers. This is from one of my subscribers, Jim Cosley. He watched the Dior Homme Eau de Toilette video and said, "Thank you for educating me. I kind of got into Dior Homme in a backwards way. First I bought the Intense, then the Parfum, and finally the EDT, but I didn't realize that it wasn't the original Olivier Poge version. I feel so gutted I didn't discover back in 2005. I still love the EDT best of all, and you can still buy it in shops here in the UK at the moment." That's good. I haven't seen it in shops in America for a while. I think they took it away. He asked if I'm going to review Boy anytime soon. Absolutely. And he would like to know my opinion, and he realizes it's only available in boutiques. And then Jim and I were chatting a little bit on Snapchat, and he suggested a great book that I need to check out. I think it's called Perfume from A to Z, so I definitely want to get that and take a look, and he said it would completely blow my mind on the art of perfume making and just the knowledge and stories it contains. So Jim, I'm definitely going to check that out when I get some time to read a book. We have a trip coming up. We're going to Pennsylvania to see my parents, and then Canada to see his sister and parents and all the kiddies. So we have some flights, and maybe I will grab that book to read on our nice 8-hour flight.
Yeah.
We have a lot of flying coming up.
Yeah. We have 4 flights we're going to take in total.
So.
Well, and one of them split in 2. Lots of traveling, lots of time to sit around.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to check out one of my more recent videos, you can click right here. Or if you want to subscribe, you can click here. We'll see you next time.